everybody, this is your quick astrology for the week of March the 4th through the 10th. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the sun. The sun is in Pisces, okay? So that means that you are going to be less motivated to do and more to dream. You will be in a very dreamy state, imagining, more into your feelings during this time. Actually, between the 1st and the 19th, give or take the 20th, okay? On the 6th of this month, Venus goes into Aries. Sorry, I'm looking at my calendar. So, Venus goes into Aries. And be careful about making quick decisions in love. This is a time where you're going to be quick to get into relationships that are just based on sex, based on passion. You're going to be very flirty. Lots of short-term things can happen. This is also a time where love at first sight can happen a lot, okay? So I'm going to pull a card about this. Venus in Aries. And you got the 9 of Pentacles. So you're definitely thinking about yourself solely, okay? How you feel, what makes you feel good, what you want at that particular moment. Okay, because you feel stable within yourself. This is a time where a lot of confidence is going to be involved. Ooh, be careful about going back into situations that you're not going to win just for that one moment of excitement. Okay, so be careful about that. Okay, because that can cause some challenging situations for you, just to feel that one moment or think that there may be an opportunity for love. So be careful with that, because this is a time where you are definitely focused on your desires and sexuality, okay? So on the 9th of this month, Jupiter is going retrograde, and that has to do with opposites in your life, okay? This is a time where you think, is this really what I want, right? Because this is a time where you figure out that opposites in your life help you with progression. It creates balance within relationships with things that you do. It may not be what you wanted before, but there's something about it that's going to be intriguing, and it's going to help you grow spiritually during this time, okay? So this is a good time to use your fears to build better or stronger foundations for yourself. What are your fears trying to teach you, okay? What are they trying to show you? What have you been holding on to due to your fears that you can now express? You have the world ahead of you. And this knowledge is going to help you get everything you need so you can follow your destiny. The wheels of destiny will turn once you start facing those fears and see what they can do to help you, okay? And help you move forward. So that is your brief astrology, and now we'll move on to your tarot readings. Thank you for listening. Hello, Earth signs. This is your weekly reading for March the 4th through the 10th. And we're going to start with Taurus. So, Spirit, what do you have for Taurus for the week of March the 4th through the 10th? What would you like them to know, be aware of, or pay attention to at this time? Taurus, I hear drowning myself in work. On the bottom of the deck, you have the 8 of Pentacles. I feel like you're trying to move forward in something and work really hard, but I feel like you're focusing on work. Why? Because you have scattered energy about something and you're focusing on something else, okay? You start with the 5 of Cups in reverse, and like there's something that happened that left you sad, but you're moving forward in it. You may actually be spending time with your friends or family to kind of get your mind off of whatever it is, for whoever this is. There could be a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius in your life. That's the King of Swords in reverse. And this person is being very cold, maybe mean to you. They could be being manipulative in some way. And it's like an end. Like they told you, I want to end or something. And you're really sad about it, but you're trying to focus your energy on other things that make you happy, or be around situations that make you happy. So next you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And this is being trapped in your head about things not moving forward, or things not progressing in a stable way. And I feel like you tried to. There's an energy of, I tried to do this. The Page of Cups is here. And I feel like you tried to look at the bright side of everything, or the bright side of a situation, but then you felt like the other person just wasn't in the same mindset you were in, or in the same space. Like they weren't given the same amount of unconditional love or something like that. The same amount of attention, love, affection, something like that. Okay, you have the King of Pentacles. Like I said, you're focusing on the things that you can gain control over, which is money and career, and you're moving forward in that. I feel like that's what you're focusing on, your social climb, or what you can bring. It's like, if there's one aspect of my life that I cannot grow, then I'll go back to what I know how to do the best. You have the Temperance, and you're tempering your energy because you don't want to make stupid moves. You don't want to do anything crazy, so you're using moderation, focusing on what you do know. Even if you stayed in the situation, you're focusing on what you do know, and not focusing on the negative of things, because you don't want to push a person to do what you feel like they should want to do already. You have the Eight of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Cups. So this could be a couple different things. This is someone giving a lot of communication, or too much communication about love. Or no communication is coming in about love. I feel like you are the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups here. And I feel like you have tried to give as much love as you can, but you're not getting the correct reaction back. With the Lovers in reverse, it means that you're just different. You do things differently. You're feeling the difference. It's really starting to impact you now. It's really starting to impact the relationship, the differences that you do have. And it's just like, this is the week that you really see it take form. You really see it happening. You may be being patient with your partner as well, even though they're giving off this energy to you. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. You do feel loneliness, but you do have your friends and your family with you. You do have a really good support system, okay? So that's what I feel like you're focusing on that this week, even though you feel in that energy like you know, can't find the right one, okay? So next we have Virgo. Everybody's having some rough readings this week. I haven't done the astrology yet. as I do this reading, but it will be at the beginning of the video. So okay, Spirit, what do you have for Virgo from March 4th through 10th? What would you like them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of for March 4th through 10th? You actually had a card fall out, Virgo. The first one. The card that fell out for you was the High Priestess in reverse. This talks about you not being sure on what you want to do. I feel like you're trying to get in sync with your intuition, spirituality, to decide what it is that you want to do. This just comes up to let you know that they know that you are unsure, and to keep your intuition open so things can come to you when you feel that energy of not knowing what to do. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Magician. This talks about you gaining your power. Underneath that, you have the Empress. It talks about you gaining the power to be your ultimate self. To stay in that mindset of the Empress, to stay in that mindset of abundance, and don't step out of that, because you're in a really good space, Virgo. You're in a space where you're noticing truths about things and truths about people and how you feel, and not straying from that. It's just a reminder to stay in that energy, okay? So you have the Four of Wands in reverse. It may seem like right now your foundations with the people around you are a little wonky, but I feel like you're okay with that, because you feel like things are changing. People are changing for you to see them for who they really are, especially with the Lovers card. I feel like you have a lot of people coming into you, or someone is specifically coming into you, but with this Four of Wands in reverse, it's not quite perfect yet. It's not quite fine-tuned, and you're letting Spirit handle it, which is great, because you're utilizing this High Priestess energy. Next, you have the Knight of Cups. This could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces that is trying to start something new with you, but their emotions are all over the place, okay? They're up, they're down, they're all around. They're coming to you, they're going away. They don't know what's going on. That's what I feel. I feel like there's a lot of communication with this person, but there's nothing stable. There's not like a stable offer. They can't, I feel like there's no long term. There's short term, like maybe you get together, you go to get coffee or go to dinner, but there's no long-term plans for the relationship to stay, especially with the Knight of Cups here. They're in and out. The emotions are in and out. Judgment. You've made a judgment, because this person is in this Knight of Cups energy, to not do anything crazy. Okay, you're not going to work or put hard work into something that doesn't seem stable to you, which is great. I feel like to tell you that you're in a good spot, and congratulations on how far you've come. Okay, you also have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and this is someone not working with you. Like, what's going on right now, and this communication that's coming in, I feel like you're talking to them, just talking to them, but you're not working very well. You may also decide that you don't even want to be friends with this person, honestly, because you don't feel like anything is coming from it. Because remember, you're in this Empress energy, and this Empress energy is telling you that you have the power, because you're regaining your power now, and it just doesn't feel cohesive with you and who you want to be, who you want to become, and what you want in your life, Virgo. Okay, you have the Seven of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, okay? So things may not be going the way that you want now, but the Wheel of Fortune is in play. Even though it's in reverse, it still means that it is turning, okay? With the Seven of Wands, remember what your heart's desire is. Remember what you want for yourself, okay? Don't get distracted. And that's why the High Priestess is here, is to remind you to listen to your intuition, remind you to connect with spirit so you know what's going on in your life, and be determined to walk and go down that path. You are successful, whether or not it seems like it at this moment. When the Chariot comes up, it means that you are on the right path and whatever you're doing is working, okay? You have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. This talks about not judging the other person. Hence the judgment came up here. Okay? But it means that you're doing it out of love and compassion. You're doing it from that Empress energy. You're not doing it from, I just want you to hurt and I just want you to feel like you made me feel. You're not coming from that energy. This Judgment card, even though it's very harsh, it talks about you doing what's right for yourself, making the choices for yourself, and you're doing that to create balance within your life, okay? So that was actually a good one, I think, for you, Virgo. Considering what you've been in and what you've been through, I think that was an extremely good reading, don't you think? Okay, so next we have Capricorn. Okay. Spirit, Guardian Angel. What do you have for Capricorn for the week of March the 4th through 10th? What would you like them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? March 4th through the 10th. Right off the back, you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or somebody that has this energy, okay? Sorry. This person is manipulative or holding on to their emotion or holding on to their truth, okay? Holding on to an offer. That's what I feel like. I feel like they're holding on to an offer, or you're offering to them and they're just blocking it out, okay? Right off the back. Right off the back. They're being cold and pretending like it doesn't matter to them, a new beginning or a new start. You start with the 10 of Swords. And I feel like with this card, you're in a dark spot. I feel like you're not happy, and I feel like you don't understand. I feel like there's an opportunity to be happy, and it's not being taken. Or something that is over for some of you. For something that is over, you're starting to get out of it or trying to get out of it. Next, you have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. And this talks about nothing happening. Nothing happening, no rewards, no movement. But you're starting to get out of sadness, even though nothing is moving. And I get that because it's the 10 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords talks about the ending, like the darkest day before the dawn. So you're gonna come out of it even though you're not getting anything. The Moon card. I'm hearing you can't control the future. You can't control someone else. You can't control what happens. You just have to go with it. There are different moments that happen in life that affect us in many ways. And you have to figure out how to find balance when all of these things come, whether they hit the fan or they direct you towards sun energy. You have the Star in reverse, and this talks about needing to heal. It talks about there being no hope in a situation because of a love offer being turned down or not given. Okay? Because I'm focused on the Page of Cups here. You may also be getting an offer from this person and you're not sure if anything is going to come of it. Because you've been so unhappy with this person for so long that you don't know if you should trust them. That's another story that I'm seeing here. So next you have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And I feel like you're trying to hold on tight to what you have. You're holding on tight to sadness. To the sadness that you felt, the hurt that you felt. And I'm feeling like you're trying to redirect it at this person. You want them to feel all of these phases that you felt. All of those situations that you felt. And you have the King of Cups in reverse. You may be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces also. Aquarius, or another earth sign. Spirit's telling me to wait for a second on that, because I think we're going to go through each one for, I don't know why, but I just listen. So with the King of Cups in reverse, you're trying to have control over your emotions, which is why you're doing this over control thing with the Four of Coins in reverse. You want to let go of this, but you're afraid. So you're holding on to your emotions because you don't have faith in this person. You're thinking of old things and you're holding on to old situations because you don't want to move forward on this risk. You don't. I really feel like you think this person is trying to manipulate you. You really do. You think this person is trying to manipulate you with a love offer or trying to be sweet. You don't trust them. If this is an air sign, I feel like you're coming to the end of something with this air sign. Okay? Like you're at the end of something that wasn't growing. So it can either be a plus or a negative, but you're definitely at the end of something. If you're dealing with a Pisces, you don't believe them. You don't believe them. If this is an earth sign, I hear that there's hope. If it's an earth sign, another earth sign. That's interesting. If it's a water sign, I feel like it's emotions with this water sign and you just aren't, they're doing too much with emotions. That's all that I'm hearing. But all in all, everybody just doesn't trust someone, or they don't. I'm going to pull some more cards. Yup. You have the Judgment, the Knight of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You're trying to trust some movement. There's stuff coming into you and you're like, I don't know. I don't trust this person. They're coming in way too fast. I think they're trying to manipulate me and I can't make a judgment this quick. Right? So you're trying to decide if you should come out of this. You felt abandoned and now it's like they're trying to come in to fix it. Like they're trying to come in to fix it. And you have to listen to your intuition on this one. This is what you're doing, Capricorn. You're like, I need to listen to my intuition. I need to figure out what this means for me. This is interesting. Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. That's exactly what you're doing. You have done a lot of growing, and you have done a lot, especially with that Ten of Swords there. You've been through a lot. You're at the end. You're at the end of sword energy. That's pretty intense, right? And whatever you do, you want it to be positive, and you want to have growth there. And that's why, because when I was pulling, the High Priestess came out in reverse. It talks about being in balance, but it also talks about listening to your intuition. So does the Moon card. The Moon talks about going through all the phases. And I really feel like you are. I feel like you're going through, or you're going to go through everything in a short, like just this week. Like it's going to be a hard week just to figure out if you should make a move, if you should trust someone. And I can't tell you if you should or not, because it depends on your individual energies. Okay? So thank you so much for listening. If you would like a private reading, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. The link's in the description box below. I love you very much. Love and light. Bye-bye.